Evan, Kenny talked before this game and at shoot around just about, all right, this is that last game. Like before you head into spring break, write the final exam. Let's not get a bad grade. How would you grade yourselves?
I'll probably give us a B. I feel like we definitely started off strong. I played a good game throughout. I feel like at the end we started slipping a little bit, but overall played a pretty good game.
At the end of the day, though, you look at these last two games, you beat your opponent by over 20, and then the last two games heading into All-Star. So what does that say about your guys' focus being in the right place?
It says a lot. I think we came out strong and handled our business early, so we didn't have to focus too hard at the end. But I feel like we did our job, and we're going to go into All-Star and refocus.
A big part of the start of this game was Max Strus and Sam Merrill knocking down threes. What did you make of the night that they both had?
Yeah, Max had some fresh legs, and we've seen it early tonight. Hit a couple early, and then Sam came in, did the same, and that really got us going.
Second night playing with DeAndre. What was different, if anything, about tonight?
Another great defensive night. I feel like he was helping me and Jay protect the paint, and then offensively he had it going as well. Started knocking down threes a little bit later in the second half, and just started getting them up.
B seems like a harsh grade for a game that you were leading for 46 minutes. Do you feel like the standard has been raised throughout the course of the season, and if so, why has that happened?
Yeah, I feel like B is still a good grade, but yeah, we definitely raised our standards. So we try to play a full, complete game all the way through the 48 minutes, and I feel like we just had a few slippage down the stretch.
Kenny has talked the last couple of days about trying to get you a little bit more louder on defense, and the same thing with Jarrett. What kinds of things is he doing to do that, and how are you responding to that, do you feel?
Just talking to us on telling us to communicate more. I feel like we did a good job of that. Jay definitely had a good game of communicating loudly and talking to all of us. And I feel like I got to get better at that as well. And we're just going to keep getting better throughout the whole entire season. And by playoffs, we'll be good at it.
Evan, general question about the success of the team. Ricky Rubio is not with the team anymore, but how much did he contribute to the current success of the team, especially in terms of promoting chemistry and mentorship?
Yeah, he was a big mentor of mine when we were playing together. Great guy, great basketball player, knew a lot about the game. So me and him would have conversations during our times that we played, and just shout out to him. He's just a great person, a great guy, and a great mentor as well.
Evan, whether it was last year or the last couple of weeks with Max in the starting lineup, what does he bring to that fivesome?
Just the shooting ability. You saw it tonight. He started out early, and then also his effort. He's always on the floor, always sprinting into his spots, and you see him everywhere on the floor. So those are the two things I feel like he always stands out with.
You're 44-10 heading into the break. What does that say about this group?
Says that we're pretty good.
Evan, you guys have been pretty dominant throughout the regular season. Now, with less than 30 games left, are there any specific areas or improvement you'd like to see to ensure this level of dominance to carry out to the playoffs?
Just keep focusing on defense. I feel like that's a big identity of ours, and also communication, that's a big factor as well, and offensively just getting a lot of turnovers and going down in transition and converting.
Sam, Kenny was talking about this game being just like a final exam before spring break. You don't want to get a bad grade. How do you look at this game? How do you grade yourselves?
Yeah, like I said, at halftime, it's all about having the right mindset, and we definitely did that tonight. Got a bunch of stops there in the first half, really shared the basketball. Obviously, we shot the ball really well in the first half, but, it may not seem like a lot, but I think just having the right mindset in a game like tonight, it's a big thing. It shows, overall that we're about the right stuff, and on display tonight.
It was the same thing against Minnesota, too. And I remember Ty Jerome saying, these are the games before All-Star that you could easily let slip, right? So what does that say about this group?
Just, like I mentioned at halftime again, our leadership is so good. Donovan had a message, before the game, hey, just let's lock in here for, 48 minutes here, and then we can worry about what's next. And then he comes out and, plays well. Max gets it going. Jay and Evan are great defensively, and then DG's doing his thing. So, having leadership like that just makes it so much easier for the rest of us.
If I would have told you heading into the season, hey, you guys are going to be 44-10 heading into the All-Star break, What do you think you would have said, and what do you feel about where you guys are at?
I mean, it's obviously been a great year so far, especially after that 0-4 preseason, right? But obviously it's been a great year so far, and a lot of guys are playing really well. But all our you can't not enjoy it. Like, you got to enjoy the moment and take in the fact that we're playing great basketball and all that stuff. But we also understand, like, we're building for something, and so that's the overall mindset is, hey, let's enjoy the fact that we're playing well and how fun it's been and all the broken records and stuff like that, but understand, like, there are much bigger things that we're playing for here.
What did you see in that first quarter for you guys?
Just again, we came out and got a bunch of stops there, and Max comes out and bangs 4 threes right away, really opens things up for us, and then I think the whole game we really shared the ball well, making the extra pass, DG and Don getting into the paint, kicking out, and then the rest of us making plays off that.
Have you sensed, Sam, throughout the course of the season that the standard for you guys has been raised, and if so, why do you think that is?
For sure, you play at a high level, then you expect to play at a high level and continue to do so. And listen, it's 82 games is a lot of games. Like, there are going to be nights where shots aren't falling, or some guys don't feel as good as others. So, like, you have to keep it all in perspective. But from a mindset and a communication and an effort standpoint, like, yeah, we do have really high standards. And even tonight, Kenny comes in at halftime and he doesn't show any clips. He just says, hey, we got a half, we got to play to our standards here, let's go do it. So it's a great way to think of things.
It's early days of this rotation with DeAndre and trying to acclimate him, but it seems like him and you could be a combination that you guys lean on a lot, similar to you and George. Mm-hmm. What do you envision with you two together?
Yeah, I mean, he's he fits in well with us, and obviously we both have the ability to shoot the ball, but his off the dribble ability and his ability to play off mismatches, I think, is going to be good for someone like me who's willing to go set screens and set inverted pick and rolls for him, and I think that's something that me and him could definitely be effective at.
Last one. Yeah, it was especially a great defensive performance tonight in the first half. For smaller perimeter defenders like you, what are the keys to defend at this level, especially in the actual context, like with the rules favoring the offense, and the players becoming more and more skillful?
Yeah, I mean, it's not easy. Obviously, there's the best players in the world, but also you do have to be smart about when you're being physical and when you're using your hands, and I feel like I have been able to do that. And then, I'll keep saying it, I think I'm a little quicker laterally than people think, but if you're smaller, like, you just got to be really tough. You got to knock guys off their spots, try and force guys into tough shots, and it's nice to have 2 massive rim protectors right there behind you as well.
Okay, it's going to wrap us. Thank you.